Right guys, in this video I'm going to go through a few skills that you're going to have to be comfortable with when it comes to presentation software. Specifically, I'll be working with PowerPoint presentation software, so Microsoft PowerPoint, and I'm going to be going through master slides, templates, footer, slide number, and a few other things. Okay, so here's a blank presentation. It starts off with a title slide, as you can see here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it in title. So this is just going to be a sample presentation being made for the sake of this tutorial video. Okay, so I'm going to have on this slide show just some slides about different sea creatures. Okay, what I'm going to do when I insert a new slide, I'm going to be careful as to which ones I'm going to pick, okay, because I need to know which ones I'm using when it comes to editing templates. So I'm going to go ahead and select title and content because I want some sort of contents page for my sea creatures presentation. I'm also going to go ahead and click picture with caption, and I'm actually going to have 3 of them for this presentation. Okay, picture with caption, some content slide, and a main title slide. Okay, so in my contents, I'm just going to have the names of the first 3 creatures that you see here. Here we go, these 3. Notice as I'm copying and pasting, when you right click, you've got 3 or sometimes more different options of actually pasting. So sometimes you'll be given the option to use destination theme, which is the PowerPoint theme that's currently being used, or the source formatting, so the formatting as it is on the website or wherever you've copied from. And then you've got text only, which is just plain old text with no formatting or specific other font or whatever. Bold, underline, none of that is taken over, it's just the text itself. Okay, lovely. So that's that. So I've got my contents text ready. And now for my actual sea creature slides, I'm going to have the title, specifically where it says here, add title. And the text here is going to be just a description over here. Here we go. And then where it says here, click icon to add picture, I'm going to actually click on the picture placeholder. So this actual box, so that it's all selected. I'm going to come here, copy, and then here I'm going to paste, and it's going to paste it exactly in the box. Same size is going to be for all the other slides if I do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to do that for the second slide as well, but I won't do it for the third because I'm going to show you what happens when you don't have it exactly in the placeholder. So you select the placeholder, you go ahead and you copy. Obviously, when you guys are doing your task for an official exam task, you'll probably have the images already saved in a folder somewhere. You won't really be copying and pasting from somewhere else, but I'm just doing this for the sake of this presentation. Okay, lovely. And last one, let's get this text over here. And then this image, I'm not going to have this selected like that. I'm just going to select anywhere, copy, and I'm just going to paste it and just stick it there. There you go, that's fine, that's done. Okay, and there's a reason why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for a reason. So you can see already with these 2, I selected the box exactly and then I pasted. So it's made it exactly the same size and it's put it in the same place. So it's just, you know, ends up being more pleasing to view. But this one is not. It's not only not pleasing to view, but there's something else that's going to happen, and I'll show you that in a second. Right, so now let's focus on automatically updating the formatting of different parts of these slides by using Slide Master. Okay, so that means, for example, if I wanted all of the headings on each of the slides, no matter what style I've used, to be updated to red, underlined and italic, then I can do that just from Slide Master without having to go into every single slide. This saves time and it also ensures consistency as well. Right, so let's go ahead to View, and then from View you go to Slide Master. Right, I'm going to go to the top here and just show you that we've got like one main master slide and then you've got other derivatives underneath it. So you've got title slide layout, title and content, section header, 2 content layout, and so on. So my first sea creatures title page is this template. It's the title slide layout. I then use title and content for my content. I didn't use section header or 2 content or comparison, but I did use here picture with caption. I use that. So that's just to get familiar with what you've actually used and if you want to make specific edits, where you need to go and so on. Okay, so let me click on the first outermost level kind of master slide, if you like. Okay, I'm going to highlight the text here, go to home, and I'm going to change this to blue, bold, And I'm just going to go find a nice font, Berlin Son FB. It's a bit childish, but let's just say this is being made for children. I'm actually going to get rid of the bold because it's quite nice on its own. And you can see straight away what it's done. It's already being applied to all the titles or anything that's considered a title in any of the other templates. Okay, already see it's already done that. Okay, if I actually go ahead and go to Slide Master up here and close, you'll see it's actually taken effect. Okay, right, let's go back, View, Slide Master. If I wanted to individually change, let's just say for whatever reason I wanted the titles of all the other pages to be blue, but for the title, the Sea Creatures title page, for whatever reason I wanted that red, then I can do that, and you can see it's just impacted that and nothing else. So you can do that as well. So if I close Master View, you can see that's actually, you know, been done. Okay, lovely. So let's go ahead and try and change this text here. So the content item, so View, Slide Master. So if I go to content here, you can see that my contents, the actual names of them come under this. It's the master text styles, not title style, the text styles. That's what's going to change my content items. So if I go ahead and I change that, let's go to home. Let me just change it to green. You can see that's impacted that only. Let me just enlarge this so you can see what's going on. Here, it's just impacted the text style master for this text template, slide template, beg your pardon. Okay, so for the title and content layout, just for that template, it's changed the master text style to green. It hasn't done it for title, it hasn't done it for this. You can see it says the same thing, master text style. It says it for here as well, master text style. It says it for that as well, but it hasn't changed that because I only did it here. Okay, so just to show you, I'm going to keep switching back and forth just so you can see what's going on. You can see it's changed that and it hasn't changed anything else anywhere else. So if you want to change something that applies to all slides, then you know where you need to go. You scroll up and you change it here. Okay, so if I just undo that change that I made to title and content and change it up here, here we go, you can see it's found the master text styles for other slides, other templates, and it is going to change that. Okay, it's going to change them. So let me close and see what impact that's had. So you can see this is the master text style for this slide, and that was it for that. Okay, so obviously for the sake of this example, I'm just going to leave it. You go ahead and you experiment with this and play around with it to know what changes what. I'm just going to check on the time, right? Okay, let's go and do something to the image now, because it's not just text you can change from master slide or slide master, sorry. You can also do something with the images as well. So let's go to view, slide master, and specifically for this one, for picture with caption, I'm just going to put an outline on the image. So I'm going to right click the border of this and I'm going to go to outline. And let's just say I want the outline to be blue and I want it to be dashed. There you go. And I want the weight of this to be quite thick. So maybe let's do 4.5 points. There you go, lovely. So that's what the outline is going to be for any image that's on an on a slide which has the picture and caption layout template. Okay, so let me close. So there you go. It's done it to that. It's done it to that, but it hasn't done it exactly to this. If I click on this and I move it, you can see that the picture is actually attached to the placeholder. Okay, the picture is actually attached to the placeholder. Why? Because I right-clicked the actual placeholder when I was pasting in the image. Here, I didn't do that, so it's not like part of it. And, you know, it becomes a bit difficult to try and sort that out after. If I just actually X that and click on the placeholder now, and then right-click and paste, there you go, now it's part of it. Okay. Right, so they are all lovely now in place, and it just looks nicer, it looks better. Okay, right, okay, so that's all you really need to know about when it comes to formatting text and images with the slide master or the master templates. Let me move on now to something else that you would probably need to know. If I just go to File and Print, just to show you this in Print Preview, that's what it looks like in Print Preview. There's slide 5, 4, 3, 2, and so on. If I change this, you know you've got different options here. You can play around with, rather than having 1 slide per page, you could have 2 slides per page, and so on. You can see already you've got like a page number here at the bottom. You don't have slide numbers, you don't have a footer, so that's something you will probably need to know about. So let's go ahead and sort that out. Right, what you do is you go back to View, and then you go back to Slide Master, and then here we would want the footer. Let's just say you wanted, you know, how you would typically do like task DB1 or SS1 or whatever it would be. For this, it might be presentation, whatever. Let me just call it presentation. Task presentation, and then your name. There you go. So with PowerPoint, what it wants you to do is to type it, and then it wants you to switch on the footer. So once you've, you know, typed something for the footer, you have to go to is it Insert, where you get the header and footer from. You have to go to Insert, then Header and Footer, and then you have to switch it on. I'll show you what happens if you don't switch it on. So let me just cancel that. So I've typed it in there in the main master slide. I've typed it in very clearly. You can see it there, and I've clicked away and it's still there. Let me go to Slide Master and close. And then go to Print Preview. Well, it's not there. It's nowhere. So we're in PowerPoint. You have to switch it on. So let's go back to View, Slide Master. So you can see it's gone. Has it gone? Oh no, it's still there, but I haven't switched it on. So let's go ahead and switch it on. So you go to Insert, Header and Footer, Footer. So you switched it on now. That's what you do. Apply to all. So apply to all of the slides. Slide Master closed. Then let's go to Print Preview, and you can see there. You can see it's on all the slides. Okay. If you want page number or slide numbers, because you can see you've got page numbers, but you don't have slide numbers, you can also do that through View, Slide Master here. So again, you can see it's got bracket, hashtag, bracket. That hashtag also stands for number. So it's there, it's ready, but it just hasn't been switched on. So let's go to Insert, Header and Footer, Slide Number, Switch On. There we go. Okay. Once you apply to all, let's just close Master View, go to Print Preview. You can see 1, 2, I mean, you might not be able to see it, but it's actually there, 3, 4, and so on. You can also see them here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What else? What else should we look at here? Let's go again to Insert, Header and Footer. You also notice that you've got Slide, Header and Footer, and then you've got Notes and Handouts, Header and Footer. Now, you might think, I actually don't want, you know, the full name, task description, whatever on every slide, but I do want it on every page. So you can actually adjust that. So if I just go ahead and pick this up, let me just exit and then go to Notes and Handouts and go to Footer here. That should actually make a change. So the footer on this slide, I will take off, but I've put it now on the page. And if I now apply to all, hopefully that would have made the change that I wanted. So let's have a look. Print, there you go, lovely, it's there. So that would probably make more sense. Okay, so I've still got the slide numbers. I've also got page numbers, because when you have multiple slides on multiple pages, obviously you need to keep account of everything. So it's very, very handy to keep account of the slides, but it's also very handy to keep account of the page numbers. Where am I up to now? 13 minutes. Right, let me do one more thing. The last thing I'll go through very quickly is the print output. So it might ask you to give one slide per page. In that case, you choose that. So slides, under print layout, you just choose one slide per page. It might ask you for notes. If it's notes, then it's a slide per page, but with space at the bottom. If it's an outline it's asking for, then that's the option here. It just gives you the title and content of each one without the images. Okay. Other items it might ask you for, other outputs would be slide handouts. So in that case, you look for this, handouts, and then you just pick whatever it's asked for. Okay, So that's that. Page orientation you can adjust depending on whatever it has asked you for. That's it. Right, in the next slide I'm going to go through like action buttons, hyperlinks and other stuff.